Billy Strings already stands out as one of the visionaries playing bluegrass today. There's a lot that you can apply from his own style to improve your playing, but this one thing is something that most acoustic players are afraid to do, and it really holds their playing back, including myself. And if we never do it, we might never find that perfect sound we're all searching for. So let's see how Billy does this and how you can make it work for you. But first, let's get into why it's so important. Starting with a little bit of history, the guitar got its start around the 16th century in Spain, and it's evolved over time, eventually making its way to America, where it played a huge role in developing the country's early musical identity. Then the electric guitar was invented, and it's taken the spotlight ever since. So let's listen to Billy himself talk about how he got his start playing guitar.
I was really lucky to be able to, be turned on to Doc and Merle at such a young age. Yeah. And I played guitar. He got me a guitar when I was like 4, and even before that I had a little toy guitar, and I'd strum on that. And I was hearing all this bluegrass stuff, and those harmonies and those melodies and kind of chords and stuff really got stuck in my head from an early age. Then once he got me a guitar, I played rhythm for the first several years that I played guitar. I just played the chords. My dad played all the fancy picking. I didn't play none of that, just the chords, and that really gave me a good foundation to kind of stand on. To then, once he got me an electric guitar, that's when I started learning about Jimi Hendrix and taking some solos and stuff like that.
Keep in mind that while bluegrass sounds traditional today, when people were first playing this way, it sounded anything but traditional, and Billy does a great job of explaining this.
Earl Scruggs, Foggy Mountain Breakdown or Bluegrass Breakdown or any of that stuff. It's just, could you imagine being there back in the day, in the early 50s when that stuff just first came out, and sitting there and hearing Earl Scruggs? It would be a lot like hearing some shreddy, heavy, crazy fast guitar or something,
Billy's actually taking that early bluegrass mindset of trying new things and pushing things forward.
We don't know what the heck's going to happen at any point in time, so just to have all these sort of tools, different colors to paint with, different tools at your disposal to, do whatever with. And that's why, I don't know, I get a lot of guff from like the old bluegrass purists that just think this is
blasphemous.
Yeah. But whatever, I'm having fun.
Innovation's cool, man.
Yeah, it's really fun, man. The thing that I really love and you probably use the most during our crazy psychedelic parts of the show is the womb tone, Chase Bliss womb tone. And my favorite thing to do with that,
let's hear it,
is I like to use the expression on the rate, so you can, you got a nice wide one there. You can also
Now, I must admit that I'm not always a big fan of using effects on acoustic guitar myself, but I do like when it has kind of a natural sound, and this one I really like.
Another fun thing I really like to do sometimes is with the freeze pedal. I have a pog underneath, and so that's just like this octave. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll hit that freeze on and I'll hit that low note, and then I'll just get that sucker droning.
For in between songs and stuff.
Yeah, before a song for an intro. You can kind of play stuff over it. Just kind of creates this little weird atmosphere. And then, when we'd kick into the song, I'd probably, sometimes I leave it on for a little bit.
I love those things.
But yeah, I can do that in the middle of a jam. If we're in a song and then it sort of settles down into a jam, I can just go, put a low octave, basically almost like somebody's playing
like a synth pad or like an EBow or something.
And it just keeps on droning, man.
This next one clearly comes from him playing electric and particularly metal. It's actually one of my least favorite, but I still respect him for trying out, new things.
So you have the ability to kind of, like I was saying, you could have clean, and then you could put a little bit of distortion, and you could ramp it up. And then, you know, all the way down is
So rad. It sounds like a train coming.
Yeah, so like, you know.
Billy Strings not only uses effects with acoustic guitar and in a particularly traditional style of music like bluegrass, I think it's even more important that he doesn't limit himself with what others believe things should be like.
You know, it's 2019, and so when I'm writing songs and stuff, I can't write like it's 1946, you know, because I was born in 92. Right. People always get a little scared or touchy when you start changing something, you know?
Yeah.
But
change is inevitable, and change can be really good, man.
that's what moves things forward, you know?
I mean, I'll admit, I don't use effects while playing acoustic, but I feel inspired by him to start experimenting with the approach. So if you've never done it either, it couldn't hurt to try. Maybe add a slight delay and see if you can make it work for you. And if you want to learn from another great guitarist, check out this video here. It's about what any guitarist can learn from Jerry Garcia, another great innovator who is often misunderstood and criticized just like Billy Strings.